Welcome to part 2 of our 2024 Gather Round Guernsey collection. If you haven't seen part 1 where we covered 9 teams from Adelaide to GWS, be sure to check that out. Our first team for part 2 is Hawthorn. For this one we've combined the different eras of the Hawks Guernsey history with the V and the classic vertical stripes. I think this is a nice callback and representation of the Hawks history while still being fairly similar to their classic home jumper. For Melbourne, I've reused one of the designs from a recent video. It's a red variant on the classic flaming demon jumper, which is an awesome and iconic looking design, and I think the red version looks just as good. Up next is North Melbourne, and I've gone with a blue on blue pinstripe version of the Bounding Roo Guernsey. This is probably one of my favourite designs in this collection. Outline Guernseys like this are always difficult because, as Freo showed with their 2023 Gather Round kit, if the outline isn't thick enough, it can be hard to see from a distance. But I reckon the white outline on dark blue shouldn't be an issue. Another one of my favourites in this collection is Port Adelaide. You guys know I love the Powers original 97 away jumper, and this design is a cool outline or glow variant of that, which I think looks really cool. In the comments of a recent video, someone mentioned it wouldn't be one of my videos without the claw mark design, so obviously I had to include it in this collection as well. I actually considered this design for a few teams, but I felt it just best suited Richmond and looks great in the yellow and black colours. For St Kilda, we've gone with a black variant of their classic Crusader kit. I love the classic red version of this jumper, and I think it looks just as good in a black variant. Sydney was a bit of a challenge, but I decided on this inverse of the iconic South Melbourne V design. I've also added a very old South Melbourne monogram, which I think gives it a nice personal touch on what is otherwise a fairly basic design. Now this one for West Coast is a little different, but I think it's becoming one of my favourite designs in this collection. We've gone with an outline version of the classic wings on a dark, almost but not quite navy blue jumper. And we've gone with the Retro Eagles logo just purely because I think it looks better on this design. For the Western Bulldogs, this was another challenging one, but we've gone with a navy version of the classic Robo-Dog kit. The navy colour scheme comes from an old jumper the Dogs wore way back in the day, and I think it suits the Robo-Dog jumper quite nicely. Remember to leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.